So let's have a quick chat about no-dig. You may have heard of the concept of no-dig. It's talked about more and more these days. So I thought it'd be nice to take just a couple of minutes to explain what it is, and so you can decide if it might be a good fit for your garden. No-dig is essentially exactly what it says on the tin. It is the idea of not digging your garden anymore. So traditionally, gardeners were taught that in order to get organic matter incorporated into the soil, you had to do it yourself. You had to dig that organic matter, whether that's manure or compost or something like that, and actively turn it into the soil in order to get it in there and get that nutrition down where you want it, where the roots of the plants are. Now, it's strange that that became the norm, really, because nowhere else in nature does an animal incorporate organic matter into the soil. Nature is really, really good at doing it themselves. Think about when you go for a walk in the woods in autumn. All those leaves on the trees are falling onto the ground and you get a really thick layer of leaves. Go for a walk a couple of months later and it's pretty much all gone. And that is because all the organisms that live in the soil have done a really fantastic job of breaking those leaves down and drawing them down into the soil. So if nature can take care of itself elsewhere, it can do it in our gardens as well. The soil is its own complete little ecosystem. It is full of bacteria, fungi, bugs, animals, and they all work in harmony with each other to create a really healthy ecosystem. Think of it like a rainforest. You have a section of rainforest, that is its own little ecosystem. If you go and cut a section of trees down in that forest, it takes a long time for that ecosystem to repair itself and work efficiently again. Essentially, when you are driving a spade or a fork down into the soil and breaking it up, you're basically doing a similar thing. You're breaking apart a fully functioning, very happy little ecosystem, and it takes time for that ecosystem to repair itself. Basically, the way no-dig works is you just add your organic matter on the surface of the soil once, possibly twice a season. So then you're letting the soil-borne organisms take it from there. They're going to go up into that organic matter that you've mulched with. They're going to draw it down to where the roots need it in the soil and they can access all that nutrition themselves. It also creates a really healthy structure to the soil, which is great for plant roots to move through. Now, what are the benefits of working this way? Well, one, you've got much healthier soil by just letting nature take care of itself. Two, it's a lot less effort. One, you're not having to wield a spade every season and dig all that organic matter into the soil. You also, because you're mulching the surface of the soil, you are smothering any weed seeds that have landed on the surface. So as a general rule, with no-dig gardens, you get a lot less weed growth, which is fantastic. So that is a very brief explanation about what no-dig actually is and why it may be a beneficial approach for your garden. It's the approach that I use. Now, if you want more information on that, there are some amazing experts out there who will teach you everything you need to know about how to set up and run a no-dig garden. So check out Charles Dowding and Stephanie Hafferty for two great sources of information on the subject.